that photo you had of that thing, that door, I think it was.
Yep.
What was the extent, like how much water, what was the exposure there?
Well, the damage in the chipboard was what you could see. Underneath it, the gyprock in the cornice was kind of blown out.
How much water opportunity exposure when you do that to make that happen? What was it in that instance?
You mean the angle?
Yeah, like what?
I can't tell you, but all it was is wind-driven rain that splashed onto the tiles and then basically reflected back up from the tiles underneath the door. And that's the reason why you have to extend the membrane all the way under and put a water stop angle on the inside. I can tell you, if you don't have that water stop angle on the inside, having a membrane there actually makes the water run inside quicker than if you didn't. So you've got to have that water stop angle. So, hang on, there's a microphone coming for you.
With regards to this water stop angle, you say that it has to be installed on the inside.
Yep.
How would you apply that with the reveals?
Well, if you say you're doing,
Doors have reveals.
yep. So what you'd have to do is basically put the water stop angle in from timber frame to timber frame, right? Waterproof it in, and then cut a slot into the timber reveal to drop it over the angle.
Impossible.
I don't write it, but that's what the standard requires. It's a lot easier with block wall windows and block wall openings because you can just waterproof the whole thing. You're right, frame construction makes it a bit more tricky.
Everyone's talking about this water stop angle on doors.
Yeah.
We've actually got the system worked out how we can make it work. And we do that notch and the waterproof puts all these angles in.
So you do the notch in the timber?
The timber.
Yeah.
And the waterproof does his angle and turn, does a 100 by 40 angle back down, and the other one will pull it on.
Yeah.
He sets the back angle up where we want it for the doors.
And that works all good?
All works.
Beautiful. Thanks very much.
Just going back to concrete substrates, is there anything you need to consider when there's a curing compound in the pipe?
Absolutely. Yeah, curing compounds can certainly interfere with subsequent application of anything, whether it's tiles or membranes. Right, so you'd have to know what the curing compound is, right? And a lot of curing compounds for external applications aren't UV stable. So quite often a manufacturer says over a period of 8 weeks this product will disappear. But as a waterproofer, I'd certainly need to know what it is and whether there's any residue there. Yeah, very good point. Thanks very much. Any other questions? Sweet. Yes, sorry.
Is the AIW doing anything about the lack of detail in standards?
Yes, the standard's due for review in 2022. And the AIW, and look, it's completely out of our control. It's run by Standards Australia, right? But we're certainly pushing for a review of the internal waterproofing standard, the external waterproofing standard, and also the tiling standard, which is due for review right now, but standards really aren't all that interested by the look of it. But the AIW certainly sits on all those committees, and there's a lot of detail that's missing, right? Like for example, the vertical termination, right? If I don't want to have that ugly looking overflashing and I want to have a skirting tile, that's not provided for in the standard, right? But certainly needs to go in there, totally agree with you. Anyone else? Thanks very much, have a good night.